Hi everyone, welcome back to video number 2. I finally invested in my first piece of professional equipment. It's a $5 mirror from Walmart, so hopefully this makes it a little easier for me to stay in frame. I'm also doing a different setup with my computer. I'm actually filming right from my Mac, so I might actually use this as a mirror. I don't know, we'll see how it works, but we're going to do a cut crease. It was highly requested by you guys, so I'm going to do a really colorful cut crease with the Juvia's Place palette. Pretty much focusing on these blues because these blues are just everything to me. So I'm going to show you how to go from this to this. So today I'm going to show you how to get this look. It is a purple, blue, orangey cut crease look that I like. It's from the Juvia's Place palette. So, okay, I'm back. I got started a little bit just to make sure I knew what I was doing. So I did my base, my foundation, concealer, cream contour, and I have baking powder underneath my eyes just to catch fallout. First, I'm going to take this really fluffy brush. This is just a Sephora brush. And we're going to take yellow, this really bright yellow shade first. I'm going to stamp this on first to get a lot of pigment, and then I'm going to start blending out. I did put concealer on my eyelids, just the Tarte Shape Tape for a base. I didn't set it, so it's still kind of sticky. That gives the best pigment. Even with Juvia's Place palettes, it's better if your base is a little sticky. So we're going to run this through the crease. I'm stamping it first, and then I'll start circular motions just to blend it. I'm going to pull it out just a little bit. I do need my eyebrows done. Let's not talk about that. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to put on another layer of this yellow shade. Does anybody else find makeup to be like therapeutic? I do. Okay. So now that we have this blown out yellow shade, I'm going to grab a different brush and I'm going to go in with this really bright orange shade right next to it. Again, I'm going to stamp it first. And since there's powder now instead of stickiness, you might need to do a couple more layers of orange to get the pigment that you want. So I'm stamping it and then buffing it out. You don't want to bring the color all the way up to your brow. You want to make sure that you have this space right here that is just basically skin color so that you can highlight it with a defining shade, and it'll make a really big difference in how your makeup looks. So now that I have this really pretty sunset type of moment, I'm going to take another shade. I'm going to take this dark brown color, and I'm going to put this as deep in the crease as I can and not try and blow it out too much. And I'm using windshield wiper motions for this one. And then softly dragging it out to get sort of a winged out effect that will sharpen up later. Okay, so now I want to define this brown line even more because it's not defined enough for me. Pick up this brown shade again on the very tip like that, and I'm going to tap this right where I'm going to define my crease. Just so it's a little darker. I'm going to go back in with this brown, and I'm going to start stamping this on the outer corner of my lid. I'm going to do more of a half cut crease, so just going to cut it to about here and then have this diffused and then add a wing. So I'm going to start stamping this brown right on the outer V of my eye. Again with the other brush that I used for the yellow. And I'm going to take a little bit of yellow and just blend over the edges to bring a little bit of it back to the forefront of my eye. I really want all of these colors to be visible by the end. So now that it's more defined, we're finally going to cut the crease. There's a couple methods of doing this. I'm sure you guys have seen the spoon method. I don't like the spoon method because it assumes everybody has the same eye shape. Plus all spoons are different, so I don't really like to use that method. Okay, so the method that I like to use, I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape, this little flat brush. It looks like it has color on it, but it doesn't matter because that's the color we're going to use. So I'm just going to pick this up on the brush, and I'm going to put it right at the base of my lashes like this, and then I'm going to look up and look down. Make sure it stamps on there. There. So now we have this line. It looks messy. That's fine. You can clean it up. But that shows you where your cut crease needs to go in order for it to be visible when you're looking forward. Because you can see if I'm looking forward, you can see that line that's imprinted. So if you cut the crease there and you put the shade down, even if your eyes are hooded, you're going to be able to see it when you look straight on, even if you don't have all this available eye space when you look forward. So now that we have this crazy looking cut crease, which doesn't even look very clean, but it will when we're done. It looks worse before it gets better, people. Now we're going to introduce this amazing teal shade right here. It is stunning. It is so stunning. It is so stunning. Okay. And I'm going to start stamping it all over where the concealer is, which it's still wet. Okay, so now that we have really built up that pigment on both eyes, I'm going to go in with this really small, tiny brush. This is a brow brush, but I'm not using it for that. I'm going to go back in with this dark brown shade, pick it up on the very tip just by tapping like that, so it's right on the edge. Tap it off, and I'm going to define this line very carefully. And I just got it on my eyelid. Just above the blue. You can see this line here. Take a really small brush. This is the one I had yellow on, so it has a little bit of residue on it. And just blend that a little bit. Okay, so now I'm sure you're wondering what the heck we're going to do about this terrible outside part. We're going to fix that right now. So we're going to go in with this purple shade. Load that up on our brush. The purple shade is pretty pigmented, so be careful. And we're going to use this purple shade to join the brown and the blue together in this really pretty transition area. This blue-purple transition here reminds me of Monsters, Inc. Reminds me of Sully. It's like blending into that perfect lavender type of shade in the middle, and this blue is just reminding me of him very much. Maybe I'll do a Monsters, Inc. look sometime. That would be fun. Alright, so next we're going to brush off this bake that I had on for a really long time, which I didn't even have any fallout. That's the best part about Juvia's place. So now I'm going to sharpen up this edge. I'm going to put it right where I would put my winged liner, which is what we're going to do. So I'm going to just cut it like that. So now that that's cut, I'm going to do my lower lash line. I'm going to go in sort of in the same order that we did the top. So I'm going to take the yellow first, run that underneath, going in with the orange, and then packing the brown right up against the lash line. Okay, I'm actually going to highlight the inner corner now. So I'm going to go into this ABH Sugar Glow Kit, and I'm going to use this Starburst shade, a little pink, frosty pink. I'm going to run this right underneath my brow. So I'm going to use the Lacquer Liner 24-Hour L'Oreal Infallible in Blackest Black. Okay, so we're going to do a big old wing. This is how I do my liner. I do pull my eye. I know it'll cause wrinkles, whatever. Right at the outer corner here. Come to the center right here, or the inner corner. That really close there. I have very rounded lids, so it's hard to get this inner part smooth for me. That's as good as it's gonna get, people. Okay, so the eyes are done. I'm gonna go do my base really quick, and then I'll be right back. This is the finished look. My hair is literally a disaster. I apologize. This is it. A little up close. There's a lot of texture in my skin right now, I know. I'm working on it. Alright everyone, thank you for watching again. I hope you liked it. I hope you like this look. This is probably my 5th cut crease I've ever done, so I'm not the best at it. I'm still figuring it out, but this seems to work for me. The last couple times it turned out okay. It looks rough throughout the process, but at the end it looks nice and I get a lot of compliments on it and it works. It would probably look nicer with some false lashes, but I don't have any. I think my lashes are a little overwhelming on their own, so I don't feel pressured to get them. Thank you for watching. It means so much to me that you guys came back to watch the second video. If you like this new setup, please let me know. If the quality on my computer is terrible, please let me know that too. I can try and figure something else out. It was really hard to film with the camera and not be able to see what I was doing, especially if I was going to do a closer look like this. It would have been really hard for me to film that, so I think I might do up close looks like this on my computer and maybe full face things. I could do some hair tutorials with the camera, so let me know what you want to see, and thank you for watching. Bye!